Every single person has some area of brokenness. I know you can't see it because it's Sunday and they got their good shirt on and all that Mary Kay and Mac makeup, but I'm telling you, they are not showing it well. They are hiding their brokenness. All of us have some area of brokenness, and I wish just for once we could have some people that will put away the pretense and be honest and say, I don't have it all together. I'm not really living how I'm posting. There are still some areas of brokenness in my life. As a matter of fact, you ought to thank God for some of those areas of brokenness, because some of us wouldn't pray if we didn't have brokenness. Some of us wouldn't cry out to God if we didn't have brokenness. But there's something about being broken. There's something that knowing that you're frail that actually makes you cry out to God. God, I need you in this area. Everybody at the pool, the whole spot full of broken people. I wish I could see their Instagram and their TikTok. Because you know they didn't post what was broken. They posted what was whole. The lame person just posting his arms like, yeah, I do upper body, no lower body, man, just upper body. Person that's blind got sunglasses on so you don't see, and they just, yeah, man, I'm cool. Can't see the comments or the likes, but they just post it. Isn't it funny how we like to show the good parts? We hide our brokenness. But everybody at the pool was broken, and everybody at the pool had a belief system. And the belief system was that whenever the water would bubble, they believed that an angel would stir the waters, that every time the water would bubble, the first person to get in would get the healing. This is the belief system of the broken people, that you got to be first, that the first person in is the one that's going to get the blessing. And so I got to fight and I got to do whatever I can to be first. This is our generation. No wonder all of us are fighting for attention. No wonder all of us are fighting for people to validate us and look at us, because we all think if I could just be the first one to get in, then I'll be the one that gets the breakthrough. I'll be the one that gets the blessing. It's a generation of lame. As a matter of fact, to me, that's what lame stands for. Lame, L-A-M-E. Look at me, everybody. You want to see a lame life? Look at a person who has put themselves in the center of their world and is saying, look at me, everybody. As long as I can be first to get in, and I can see this man. I don't know who dropped him off at the pool that day, but I wholeheartedly and earnestly believe that the day he was first dropped at the pool, he actually had excitement that he was going to get healed. Oh, I can see him. I can see the first day he was dropped by the pool, he's like, oh, I'm going to get my breakthrough today. I'll see you over there. Don't think you're going to beat me. As soon as that water bubbles up, I'm going to be the first one in there. And he was going with all the might and the tenacity he could find. Come on, you know how it is when you first start coming to church and you start praising. You know how it used to be when you first came to Elevation. As soon as you be like, ooh, when they going to start, man, I can't wait. Come on, save God, let's go. You ever see them people? It's like, oh, yeah, you can tell, oh, you just started coming, didn't you? You knew to this thing. All right, you need to get it together. Don't take all that. Oh, I think when he first got to the pool, he was excited. He couldn't wait. He's like, I'm gonna be the first one in that water. I'm gonna get my healing. I'm gonna get my breakthrough. I'm gonna get everything I need. But year after year of disappointment, year after year of not getting to the water, year after year of people stepping over you and getting in front of you. How many of you know, after a while, 38 years, you start saying, maybe I'll never get the healing. Maybe I'll stop trying to even go to the water. I think after 38 years, you stop chasing to the pool and you just start relaxing on the porch. You ever been on the porch? The porch is when you have gotten to the place where you say, it hurts to hope again. It hurts to believe again. It is what it is. I guess I'll never have a good marriage. It is what it is. I guess I'll never get out of debt. It is what it is. I guess my kids will never be set free. It is what it is. After a while, when you've been hoping and believing for so long and you've had so many disappointments, it is easy to relax on the porch and not even fight to get in the stirring of the water again. It is easy to chill on the porch because at least the porch has shade. And I'm covered. You ever seen people just sitting on the porch? In some houses, they giving up on life and they just sitting on the porch just watching. Look her down. Did Miss Johnson get some new grass? Yeah, she got some new grass. Okay. Just watching everybody else. That's how some people come to church. They're in the room, they're just on the porch. Oh, look at him. Yeah, he'll learn. Yeah, he's shouting at Pastor Steven's message. Yeah, I used to shout like that too, but now my right toe hurts now. I just sit down. No, they know my heart. They know my heart. I just say amen in my heart. This is what it is. This is what it is. And he resolved to the porch, and he's given up. And he probably stopped looking at the pool, and he probably just kept looking up in the air, not even looking for a miracle anymore. But here's what I love about the story of this man. This man is proof positive that even in life, when you've gotten to the porch and you don't even want to fight for the pool and you feel like giving up and throwing in the towel and you can't even believe again and you can't even hope again, even when you're not even looking for a miracle, I'm so glad that a miracle will look for you. I'm so glad that even when we have laid on the porch of life and we don't have any more fight in us and we don't want to hope again, I'm so thankful for a Savior that will come after us, that will seek after us. Look at Jesus coming after this man. He didn't even know he was on the radar. He didn't even know he was on the schedule of the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. I don't know who this message is for. Maybe you're at home, but I came to tell you, even when you've given up and you've lost all hope, God has not given up on you. God will find a way to get to you. God will do whatever it takes to make sure you don't just relinquish to the porch when you've got so much purpose on your life. Look at Jesus coming straight for this man who's been laying by the pool for 38 years. Oh, y'all, this messes up my theology and my Christology. Because understand, there's probably thousands of people at this porch. This is a festival. There's a whole lot of sick people. And Jesus steps over all these people and comes straight to him. Are you sure you want to clap at that? Can you imagine being one of the ones who was laying on the side and to watch the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords? He steps over them. Excuse me, oh, watch out, excuse me, no, I came straight for you. He came straight for this man. So away with this notion, I only get my healing if I got faith. I only get the breakthrough if I got enough faith to believe for it. Isn't that what we feel sometimes? Like, I got to be like the woman with the issue of blood and press my way through the crowd. See, that's why you didn't get a breakthrough. You didn't have enough faith. Explain, homeboy, right here. What faith does this man have? He's not even expecting it. As he's just laying there, all of a sudden he sees the King of Glory going, "What's up, man?" Looking straight at him. This is the beauty of grace. This is the beauty of coming to Jesus. You don't even know that you need him. If not for the work of grace, every healing, every miracle, it is not your merit. It is not your record. It is not your good behavior. It is nothing but the grace and the goodness of God. He is the great initiator. Look at Jesus. Oh, talking about God's appointment. Excuse me, not today, not you. Not you. Excuse me. Oh, watch out. Coming straight for this man. And he looks at him and he asks him a question. The answer, ask a question. Excuse me. Do you want to get well? Before I deal with that question, let me just talk about the questions of Jesus. I know I said he's the answer asking the question, and that's what we think Jesus is the answer. But I almost am starting to think that Jesus is the question. Because Jesus will ask you the question that you don't even know to ask so he can show you he's the answer. In fact, when I study the Gospels, I'm blown away by how many questions Jesus asked. In your Gospels, Jesus asked approximately 307 questions. 307 questions. Ooh. He is asked in the Gospels 183 questions. Of those 183, he really only directly answers about 8 of them. That's how your God rolls. You come to him with a question, he'll hit you with a question and 2 stories. You'll be like, wait a minute, what did I ask? He talking about mustard seed. I'm confused. What? I'm telling you, we think he's the answer, but I'm telling you, he is the question. Your God was always asking questions. As a matter of fact, the first words that emanate from the mouth of Jesus as a teenager in the temple was a question. Remember, Mary and Joseph lost him. They lost Jesus. Remember, they couldn't find him. And they lost him, and they said, hey, where were you? We were looking all over you, boy. What's wrong with you? It's like, why were you looking for me? Didn't you know? I must be about my Father's business. Jesus was always asking questions. He died on the cross with a question. My God, why have you forsaken me? He got up from the grave with a question. Remember how he messed up Mary? She was at the tomb, and here's Jesus resurrected, new body, new wardrobe. It's like, excuse me, who are you looking for? He's always asking questions. Where is your faith? Who do men say that I am? Who told you that God is asking questions all the time? Why does he ask questions? Because he wants to send you on a quest. Answers have a finality to it, and we live in a culture that just wants an answer, but you have a God that will give you a question to take you on a journey because he's trying to draw you into himself. He's trying to show you who he is, and you can't find that out in a moment. I'm telling you, questions are powerful. Questions will not allow you the luxury of staying on the surface. Questions always force you to go deeper into the deep things. I don't know who this is for, but this is your last year to live shallow. God said he wants to take you deeper, and sometimes he's going to ask you the tough questions, the questions that you don't want to ask yourself. That's why if you got a good counselor, after you sat on their couch and got a good bill, at the right moment, they will hit you with, and how does that make you feel? Because there's something about the question that probes deeper beyond the surface. So he's asking this man, do you want to get well? Do you really want to get well? What is Jesus probing at this question? He wants to know, what do you really want? What do you really desire? Because it's obvious to me that you have been at this pool for so long that you started to lose your desire to walk again. You started to lose your hope to walk again. And I'm wondering if there's somebody in here today that you've lost your desire. You stopped dreaming. You stopped believing. And you've made the final words of somebody who's truly given up. It is what it is. And God sent me on assignment to tell you to dream again, to believe again, to hope again, to let you know that where you are is not the end, that he can still do exceedingly, abundantly, above all you could ask, think, or imagine.